Hey guys, welcome to Precious Cargo. I'm Precious, and I'm back and I'm better. Ah! I am so sorry for whatever the fuck that was last week. You guys, I was so delirious. Like I could barely even form a sentence. I typically never even run a fever. So the fact that I had 100-degree fever for 3 days was just so, I was talking out of my ass. I was sending the most, off the wall text messages to people, and I could barely sleep. I was so tired, but, because, when you have COVID, you have that, COVID cough and stuff. Y'all, okay, first of all, that was fucked up. But we're back. We're healed. We're better. Everything's fine. Everything's great this week. Okay. Thank you so much. Thoughts and prayers. Anyways, so this week, I don't even remember what I talked about last week. I'm not even going to revisit that. We're going to just leave that where it was. So there is this little concept that I kind of introduced a few weeks ago about desires, and it kind of took off on social media. And so I really want to go into this a little bit further. This is part of book 3, so it'll probably be 2 years before y'all get that book. But I'm just gonna keep diving into the topics of it. So okay. This topic of desires and manifestations and why you want something seems to be really confusing for some people, and I think it's because I talk about the magic of believing. That's, I think, chapter 2 of my book, actually, the magic of book 1. And the hardest part, I think, for people to get over is that what they are seeing is not their current manifestation, it is their past manifestation. And so people are using what they're seeing as reality, but that's not the case. What you're seeing is your past reality or your past manifestation. So, we live in this realm. I wish I could show y'all this little drawing board. So imagine an infinity sign. Okay. You know what an infinity sign looks like. You got an 8 turned sideways. So you have your infinity sign, your 8 turned sideways. Where the 2 loops connect in the center is your present. On the far right hand side, where the little loop is the biggest, you have your little hump. That is the past. You have your little other hump. That is the future. So the past, present, and future are all simultaneously happening at the same time. That is why when you crave something or you want something, you have it in your past or in your future timeline. Okay? Stick with me now. This is going to get a little... So for me, the easiest way for me to understand this concept is whatever you're currently experiencing is what you previously thought about, which is your previous manifestations. And when you control your mind, you control your thoughts, you control your reality. That is why we create our own reality. That is how we create our own reality. So for me, okay, I'm going to give a real life example. Something that I was manifesting about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, however long. Something that I was manifesting happened very quickly because it was all that I thought about. So I thought about it, I internalized it, I realized, oh, the reason why I'm feeling this way and the reason why I'm having these thoughts. You guys remember when I was talking about my mental fucking breakdown? And I was just like, why do I want this? Why do I want this? Why do I want this? Because it showed up at my door, literally. Opened my door and walked through the door. Physically, opened my door, walked through the door. That is why. Because 3 weeks later, that is what happened. It opened my door, walked through my door. That is why I had this fucking intense desire to have it. And then I was just like, okay. So when I started getting that desire, I was like, okay, so it's because I have it. So when I receive something, I no longer want it. So in order for this to happen faster, I got to stop wanting it. I got to stop desiring it. So what did I do? Focused on work, drove myself fucking crazy. Obviously, I got sick fast as hell. Focused on work. I finalized my book cover. I turned my attention back to myself. And that is how that opened my door, walked through my door a lot faster. You guys remember also when I was talking about this outfit, because I kept wearing the same outfit and like the same color. I told y'all I had more of these. I have more clothes. I just like to wear the same things over and over. I own things, okay? I just like to, whatever. I'm like, is that a sign of autism? What is it? Neurodivergency when you like, what is that? Someone tell me what that is. Like, you know, where you have like your favorite things and you just like rewear that over and over. That's me. Whatever that is, that's me. Anyway, long story short, long, because I'm going to try and push this episode a little bit longer than my quick ones. So here's the formula. Ooh, y'all love a formula. I love a formula. Here's the formula. I'm going to write it out. I'm going to write it out with you. The formula. You feel you have a desire. That's step 1. Why do you desire it? Because you already received it. The moment you desire it is when your future self receives it. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. The moment you desire it is when your future self receives it. I talk about in my book that I started randomly craving a Porsche Cayenne. Talk about that in my book. We'll get to that in another. We'll get to that. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. So 1, you have a desire. Okay. Why do you desire it? Because your future self received it in that moment. Okay. Formula 1. Step 1. Whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. Step 1 of the formula. Have a desire. You feel the desire. You long for the desire. And then what do you do? Step 2. Stop desiring it. Step 2. Stop desiring it. Yeah. Because when you have something, you no longer desire it. I made this cup. I did this example last time, right? But I made this cup of coffee earlier. I no longer desire to have a cup of coffee. Matter of fact, I don't even feel like drinking the rest of this coffee because I have it already. Stay with me now. We're going to break this down. Stay here. We're going to break this down. So you stop desiring it. How do you stop desiring something? How do you stop desiring something? By focusing on yourself. You focus on your goals. You focus on your nails. You focus on your hair. You focus on your appearance. You do your little... I was going to give away a secret. I can't. Okay. You focus on whatever the fuck. Focus on go for a walk. Stop thinking about it. Because when you have something, you don't think about it 24/7, do you? That's, you know what? It just hit me. Oh, I just had an epiphany. About my book. Yep. Okay. Yep. Like, even I take my own advice. That's how powerful this is, because I don't even listen to people, but I listen to myself. Okay. So, step 1, you writing this down. You have your desire. Step 2, you stop desiring it, because the version of you who has it does not desire it. Step 3, you receive the desire. And that is how your present reality is actually your past manifestations. Your present reality is your past manifestations. It is your past thoughts, your past desires, your past whatever. But it is your future self who receives it. It is your future self who receives it. So your present reality had to realize and enter the frequency of your future self in order to receive what you needed. So for you to receive, I know, that's why we go have the loop. That's how everything is connected. That's how it all happens. That's how the past, present, and future are all simultaneously taking form at the same time. That's how. So your present reality is your previous manifestation, but it is your future self who receives it, because your future self is who is aligned and who is magnetizing that reality and that manifestation. So you want your manifestations faster? Here you are in the present. You want your manifestations to happen faster. You then have to, I have a desire. I want this in my head. There's this thing and I want it. I know that I want it. Now, how do I get it? I stop desiring it. How do I stop desiring it? By becoming the person who already has it. And in turn, when I become the person who already has it, I am then energetically aligned with that desire. In order to receive something, in order to see something, in order to be something, you have to be on the frequency to receive it. That is why bad things happen to bad people. I didn't want to say it like that. But when you're always thinking negatively and you're always pushing negative thoughts and you're always doing negative things, that is why negative things and bad things happen to you in return. When you're always thinking gratitude, when you're always feeling gratitude, when you're always feeling lucky, I wake up, the first thing I say is everything always works out for me and I always get what I want. And people also say that for me. Everything always works out for me and I always get what I want. I'm even going to use this fucking COVID, for example. So I had COVID. I got COVID about a week after I said that I wanted to quit my job because my reasoning was I needed time to focus on myself, to focus on my book launch. I needed to rest because when you rest, you receive easier. Sometimes the universe has mysterious ways of doing stuff. But let me tell you, did I not get everything I needed done during my COVID time? I sure did. Did I not hire everyone that I needed to hire during my COVID time? I sure did. And I still had an extra 10-day vacation scheduled for the end of the month. So let me tell you something. You ask, you receive, and you get it, whatever. So that was a little segue out of what I was talking about. So let's go back. Sorry. I just had a little realization that, like, yeah, that's how fast that shit happens. Okay, let's go back to the formula because I confused myself just now. You want something, you see it, you get it. The magic of believing. Everything is connected. All this is tied together, you guys. All of this is tied together. That simple. It's that simple. Everything is tied together. Come on now. Y'all make it hard, but it's so easy. Someone was like, oh no, that's delusion. So what? And you're going to live in whatever reality that you keep seeing. And that is why what you see creates your reality and not the reality that you want. Walt Disney didn't even live to see Disney World, but he created it. Come on now. Talk about this in my book. The inventor of the chair didn't see the chair before they created it. Come on now. Come on. You have the feeling, you have the desire. You got to stop desiring it, start working towards it, start becoming aligned with what that is, become aligned with what that is, become aligned, become the person who has that, be the person who has that. And then the next thing you know, dead ass, the next thing you know, you are the person who has that. It's that simple. Like, it's that simple. It's that simple. Stop going online. If you're manifesting a person in your life and checking and seeing what the fuck they're doing 24/7, stop. Don't do that, because what you are seeing is a previous manifestation. You don't live there, you live in the future. Because the future, the reason you want it, the reason you want that person is because future you has it. So act like future you, become future you. Become that. Become it. Become it. Get on the same energetic vibration as the person who has that. You guys, Neville Goddard talks about this all the time. All the time. I've read his entire collection front to back like 100 times. He talks about this all the time. Hello. Wow, this is a really good visual. If you guys are not on YouTube or following me on YouTube, you really should, because it's like the way my nails are popping against my coffee mug right now is just so cute. You guys know I love a good visual. I love a little pop of color, which is so weird for me to say because I'm an earth sign and typically it's like muted. Okay, remember the formula. You have a desire, stop desiring it. How? Focus on yourself. You feel this, you feel the desire, you're like, oh, I want that. Okay, bet. Let it fleet. You want that, become the person who has it. Focus on you and focus on becoming the person who has it, and then you receive it. It's that simple. It's that simple. Become the person who receives it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's that simple. I'm wondering now if I should. Mercury's in retrograde, which is Mercury's my ruling planet. You know, I allow the universe to guide me. I do. And so that's why I'm in this little slowdown. That's why I pushed back my book launch. I'm just allowing right now. I'm in my surrender phase. I'm surrendering, which is also an easy way to receive your desire quickly. You surrender. You get into a state of rest, you surrender. It's all connected. There's so many different factors that can go into this. You can sit here and do your affirmations all day, okay? Or you could just fucking surrender. This is a person who have it do affirmations all day. Exactly. And don't. You guys, I'm giving you so many fucking tips. Like, I'm giving you so many good fucking tips. All you have to do, literally, is just put this on repeat and listen to it until it ingrains in your subconscious. Truthfully. You don't have to fucking believe it. It helps if you do. Trust me, it helps. Also, stop checking online to see where your manifestation is. So, like, this podcast is international. That's a fact. It's a hard fact. It's a hard fact. I'm not making that up. That is an actual fact. So this podcast is international. My business is international. Everything I do is international. Everything I touch is international. I don't think small. I don't live small. I don't play small. I have multiple homes. That's a hard fact. That is not a lie. That is a hard fact. I have multiple businesses. That is a hard fact. That is not something I made up. That is a hard fact. So in saying that, in order for me to have received those things, I realized when I first started that that's what was going to happen. I had the desire that was going to happen, right? I knew that was going to happen. So I stopped desiring for those things to happen. And how did I do that? I stopped checking my analytics. I stopped worrying about where I was going to buy a home. I stopped looking at this. I stopped looking at that. And then the next thing you know, I woke up one day and I was like, oh shit, I really do live in different cities. Oh shit, I really do have this podcast in, I think, 8 right now, different countries. Oh shit, I really do have almost 100 international clients. Oh shit, I really do the damn thing. Like, oh shit. All I had to do was stop desiring it, stop wanting it, stop craving it, stop longing for it, and just work towards it. Faith without works is dead. Isn't that the Bible verse that y'all love quoting all the time? Yet y'all still don't fucking do shit. Come on now. I just realized that I've stolen someone's lingo. Like, I've literally stolen this person's full ass lingo. Oh well. Anyways, thank you for listening. I am so glad I am healthy. I am so glad I'm back. I'm really excited to reveal my book cover to you all. Had been showing people before I had got my final revision. And then I was just like, ew, I don't like your feedback, actually. Like, it's always the people who have something to say that have never done shit. And I'm just like, why the fuck would I listen to you? But someone did tell me that I shouldn't change something, whose opinion that I value very much. He was like, actually, I kind of like that it's a different color. It makes it pop. And I was just like, you know what? Leave it. Don't touch that thing. Oh, I value his opinion because we're the same person. He's my twin flame. Anyways, that is enough for today. I hope you all have an amazing week. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, practice gratitude, and live in your desire. Bye.